Yes, yes, it is me. It is me here back hosting week 3 of the NFL preseason, the Denver Broncos versus the New Orleans Saints. Today, we are going to go over what we are expected to see, what we want to see from the starters, and how we expect to feel going into the season, and hopefully we can get some momentum. Back with me is Mile High Viking. We are back hosting again, once again. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Get Bucked.
Let's shake the air. Get bucked. Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos Country. We're never afraid to take. The rivals gonna crumble in the spotlight's glare. Get bucked all together. Let's shake the air.
Inside the 15, inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Denver!
What's up? Yes, you know it. You know him. You know him. You love it. It is the Get Bucked Game Day Show with your host, Isaiah Henderson, myself, also known as the Bronco Gentleman. And with me, after a long off season, is my best friend in the whole wide world, Johnny Viking, the Mile High Viking, the founder of Orange and Blue Network, and also the CEO of Orange and Blue Network. Johnny, it has been so long since we were on the screen together, dog. It's been a while. I mean, we haven't seen each other often, but still. It's been forever since we've been on the camera together, and now we're back for the first time against the New Orleans Saints. First and foremost, how are you, bud? How was your week?
Well, the week had some ups and downs. My wife and I, we actually, some may have noticed there was nothing rhymes this week and stuff like that. My wife and I suffered a tragedy, the loss of our baby earlier this week, and it's been very painful and very hard. And then on top of it, I've had some adversity at work this week. But you know what? All in all the pain, all the suffering, all the adversity during the week, it all goes away on game day, baby. Because all I gotta focus on game day is my kids and the Denver Broncos. And that's where I am right now, man. Everything else, all the crap from the week, out of my mind, out of my sight, and I'm here ready to focus on the Denver Broncos.
Well,
how was your week, guys?
I was over there on Monday, so not all of it was crap. Okay. I did come over. Was that Monday I was over there? No.
Yeah.
It was Sunday, and I spent the night over to Monday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just like the old days.
Just like the old days. But, my week's been, work is work. I also have to work today, but I'll be able to host because it's earlier instead of later when it usually is. So that's why I'm excited and looking forward to this all week. I'm like, Johnny and I are finally get to be able to be on camera. It's either me by myself in the afternoon or you and Jay or you someone else in the evenings. And I'm like, man, I really miss potting with Johnny. And so now we are back, and I'm so glad. But before we do that, guys, the same way it is in the morning with Orange and Blue Blitz, the same way it is with Nothing Rhymes in the evening, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow us on Facebook, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. Guys, we are on the path to 539, and currently we're hovering at 400 subscribers. I think we may or may not have hit that, but that's all thanks to you guys. And so also thanks to you guys, when we hit 539, that will automatically trigger a Bo Nix jersey giveaway. And so you must be subscribed to our YouTube to be a part of that running. And like I said earlier, yesterday afternoon, Johnny and I spoke about it. As we hit certain milestones, the giveaways are going to increase. Because like
bigger.
Yes, We are
like right now, man. We're giving away the one jersey at 539. All right.
Correct.
When we reach 700. When we reach 750. 750. We're giving away a jersey, an Orange and Blue Network hat, and an Orange and Blue Network T-shirt. And then when we reach 1,000, dude, I'm talking like a whole package. We're gonna give away a jersey, a shirt, a hat, maybe even like an Orange and Blue Network tumbler or something. Like,
yeah, and in addition to that, we'll probably throw in some W in there and part of the package as well. And what we'll do is we'll have you guys, we'll get in contact with you guys. We'll give you the flavors. You let us know, and we'll throw some in there. You can give us a review, and that's going to be part of the Orange and Blue Network. Because the thing about W is that it has no sugar, no calories, no maltodextrin, no fillers, and no artificial colors. So we're definitely all about health here. Just been healthy on my diet with the guys here at the house. So been really, really disciplined with that. And we want you guys to be that as well. It's formulated with nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics, including the patented neurofractic nootropic, and the caffeine is derived directly from the coffee fruit. So including in that packet that you get if you win the subscriber, the giveaway, the subscribership, we'll throw some W in there as well. And guys, make sure if you guys decide to go on your own and get this, make sure you use code OBN10, OBN10 for 10% off at your order at checkout. So, Johnny, I am done talking. I want to look at your face, and I'm trying to get this thing off my screen. Thank you.
I got
want
you.
to look at your face. So, we play the New Orleans Saints today. The starters are going to play 8 to 10 plays on the offense and the defensive side of the ball.
He said that is not set in stone either. Sean Payton said that is not set in stone.
Yes, and so far an update I've got is Jaleel McLaughlin is not dressed.
Yeah.
So this Wednesday and Thursday practice after he had a daughter. Congratulations, Jaleel. But it says that he's not dressed. He's not out for warm-ups. And so what that's automatically going to trigger, Johnny, is it triggered in my brain. I'm pretty sure it triggered in your brain. And in the chat, who we're about to bring up you guys, because we see you guys in the chat. We see D-Rock, Shy, Will Glassman. It definitely triggers, hey, is Jaleel McLaughlin a trade candidate? Because last week, Von Bailey didn't dress. And now this week, Sean Payton said he was going to play. It wasn't a deal. And now all of a sudden he's not dressed. So is there a team out there that's called the Broncos? And Sean Payton said, we haven't gotten any more calls. But is there a team that they're negotiating with that he didn't want to put out there because maybe they didn't want to?
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me in the least if the Cowboys ain't calling. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you might as well. Like, I think there's a really good chance that by the end of like the preseason, you can call the running backs room at Dallas, Denver Broncos rejects. Like, I'm so serious, man. It's crazy. So it's good to see everybody in the chat. Love seeing all your names. We love you. We appreciate you. Always sticking by us, regardless of where we are. And we are growing. But we are growing what I call organically. We're doing it our way. We don't.
And speaking of the growth, make sure you guys, because I was just bragging to Sean here, who's a new Broncos fan. I was bragging to Sean about the network, about the fans, and about guys like Broncos bros like Dak and Jorge. Make sure you guys go over there, and you guys, they just had Cody Latimer, Super Bowl 50 champion, on their show. So make sure you guys go over there. If you haven't seen the show, go back and watch it. See how much those guys work, and it's a blessing to have them over here at Orange and Blue Network. And make sure you guys like and retweet that video as well.
Absolutely, because it was straight fire, dude. Cody Latimer got absolutely so personal, man. Like he was so open. He was so transparent and talked about things I had no idea about with that man. And you know what? Like, he was very real. It was straight fire, man. And the last thing, and Isaiah, after the show, before we get off, before we leave, there's a little bit to unpack there I want to talk to you about. So, really great show.
All right. Yeah, so make sure you guys go like and retweet that and spread it out there, because it's definitely a cool interview. So far, Jaleel McLaughlin, like I said, not dressed for this game. And so everybody's saying relax, he just had a daughter, so he's Sean Payton expected him to play, but he's not, so you never know. But so that's so far about who that's not dressed up. It seems like everybody is. There's no Bo Nix and Devon Bailey came and exchanged pleasantries. So, we're playing Devon Bailey for the first time since he's been traded. It's still fresh. Not sure if he's going to get any reps out there.
I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it, considering he has had literally, seconds in their playbook. I will say he's going from number 17 to number 14. So that's, on the Saints, he'll be number 14. And we have nothing but love and for Devon Bailey, and wish him all the best, man.
So Devon Bailey's not playing. Turns out Devon Bailey's not playing. Also, Nick Benito's not playing tonight either. So Nick Benito's not playing. Yeah, not at all. I think he's fine. He's shown enough. He said that the bone spurs was bothering him. And then he got the surgery. So, just let him heal up some more. We've seen enough. Definitely negotiating some contracts. So we want to be smart for him, smart for the team. He practiced all week. He practiced all week fully in pads. So we know he's good to go. But, you don't want to re-injure it, or, sometimes you go just a little bit more when you're playing against someone else. And maybe that could be a difference maker. And we don't want that. Just get him some rest for the last few weeks up until the season opener. That's
the thing is, like that, from a medical standpoint, I got to do this every time we talk medical. I got to bring out what I know, because that's my background. That's where I come from. Mm-hmm. That the procedure he had on the foot, removing the bone spurs, it's painful, but it is a relatively routine procedure, minimally invasive, and it heals quickly. Now, the only thing is that once you have bone spurs crop up in a certain area, generally they will return for the rest of your life. So it's very likely that this will be a recurring thing for him. Like I said, it's a routine thing. It's not, I don't expect it to be like a detriment to his career. However, he will probably have to undergo surgery, if not every season during the off season, every couple of seasons to take care of it. He'll be healed up. We got 2 weeks before the regular season starts. He'll be healed up by the time that comes. He'll be ready to go. I mean, heck, he was already out at practice in full pads, practicing in team drills. If
that's a recurring thing that's going to require surgery every couple of years, or a procedure every couple of years, that may take into effect contract negotiations.
I don't think so, because it's such a minimal condition.
Well, there's definitely wear and tear over time, and you have to think with Nick Benito, his primary weapon is his speed, and if you have to have a procedure on your foot, because of bone spurs, that's not But here's some updated news. Dre Greenlaw is in uniform and will play.
Hell yeah!
See, that goes into one of the topics that I definitely one of my topics is. I'm just going to start us off, Johnny, with what I'm looking forward to today from the starters that are playing. And a lot of people go offense first. Offense is easy to go with first, but I think I'm going to go with defense. And so I'm going to say our starting inside linebackers for the first time in a long time this season are both healthy and full pads, and we're going to see them play. I think that's going to be that which brings the defense together. And a couple of things that I heard about in the offseason were George Kittle had some big plays against us. Trey McBride had some plays against us and joined practice. And in both those instances, we didn't have our starting inside linebackers playing with us. And so,
if I may, real quick, you got to think too. Guys like, maybe not, guys like Trey McBride, guys like George Kittle. Even when you have some of the best linebackers in the NFL, those guys are productive dudes. They're still going to make plays, even with really good linebacking unit on the field. They're those kind of players that I talk about often, where I'm like, that's a player you can't completely shut down. You can just maybe hinder him in his.
I think that's what was missing. Was I think there was a miscommunication between the safeties and the inside linebackers, because they were Justin Sternard and Lavelle Bailey. And although those guys are athletic, they can play, they can make plays. That communication issue doesn't normally happen with the starters, and so those guys will make plays, but they won't be as open as the reports where they were saying just wide open, just broken coverages. And so I think that's one of the things that we're going to see here is the lack of big plays, and I want to see increased communication, especially with those starting inside linebackers. And that's what a report came out and said that's what that was missing between was they have to work on some communication issues, which you don't get when you haven't taken live reps. But that's definitely one of the big things that I want to see today. What about you, Johnny?
Dude, I just want to see Bo for a little bit. Obviously I know Sean Payton said 8 to 10 snaps maybe, but he looked, we only got to see him. We didn't get to see him at all last week against the Cardinals, and against the Niners, he looked shook. I still have all the faith in the world in him. I know he's the guy. I know he's our future, and continues to be so. I trust in Bo. I believe in Bo, and I'm not going to stop. Bo is our future, and I'm going to continue.
I thought you said go, Bo, go.
I'm not going to lose my faith in him, but he definitely looks shook against San Francisco. Now, what we heard, in joint practice with the Cardinals right before the last preseason game was that he looked like Bo again, and we knew that was going to happen. I want to see that though in a game situation. I just want to see him get out there, sling the rock, look comfortable, and just kind of shake off that rust before week one comes. I want to see that's what I want to see most. I just want to see him kind of take the struggles that he had in week one of the preseason, put them behind him, and move forward.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that's what he did with that joint practice against the Cardinals. Was he was able to shed that off, make some good plays. And here's some interesting things about this as well, Johnny, that we also have to consider. This is going to be the first time that Bo Nix has a solidified wide receiver core.
Yep.
And this is the first time he's going to play without Vele. So now, I'm interested to see who's going to take up those Vele reps. So we can see really Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin. That's in their element with Bo. Hey, you don't have the pressure of Vele behind you or Vele in front of you, or you don't have to worry about him taking the reps, but you do have the pressure of the coach saying, hey, we're so confident in you, we're trading away this guy. So don't make me look stupid. Prove me right.
Well, and here's the thing, Vele was good, but most of us agreed he had that he'd hit his ceiling already. We weren't going to see much more progression from him. Marvin Mims is still going to be your gadget guy. Troy Franklin has suddenly shown up in such a way, man, that finally with sure hands, great routes, and take the top off the defense speed. That that definitely speaks to the comfort level that the coach now has, and the coaching staff now has in this wide receiver core. And so I'm looking at it, and I think you're right. Like when it comes to Vele and his and the passes, the snaps he would have taken, right? It's going to be split, I think, between Troy Franklin and Pat Bryant, because I don't think that the connection between Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton is going to go down at all. Like I believe that the confidence and the comfortability that they have with each other is going to stay right where it was. Yes, Cortland had a few, mishaps last week, and we looked at that and was like, oh man, that's not good. Not when you just got your extension. But look, again, preseason, y'all. This is when you make those mistakes. That's when and then you make the corrections. So, I think that because Bo and Court is still going to be the strong connection that it is, anything that was going to Vele is just going to be a kind of a split between Franklin and Pat Bryant.
Well, not only that, in addition to that, we also have to remember that it's Little Jordan Humphrey snaps and Vele snaps are now being combined into Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, and Evan Ingram.
Of course, Evan Ingram. I completely forgot to mention that too. So
so it's with Evan Ingram having receptions, because this is what I believe. I believe that Troy Franklin will lead the team in receiving yards. I think Evan Ingram will lead the team in receptions, and Cortland Sutton will lead the team in touchdowns.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
And so,
that's an excellent.
Yeah. We talk about all the time on Orange and Blue Blitz, and we're just bringing it over to get bucked, but yeah, I think that with the addition of Evan Ingram showing up and being a big slot receiver, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, it was easier to leave off Bailey. And so now we're saying, hey, how are these wide receivers adjusting to these extra snaps, to this extra pressure? Can they keep the momentum going? Is it all of a sudden, is it going to be one drop pass, everybody's heart sinks, and then you pick up afterwards, or is it just going to be continuous catch passes, not just throws? I want to see more J.K. Dobbins. I wonder if we get to see some more J.K. Dobbins, and definitely some more R.J. Harvey. R.J. Harvey had an excellent run up the middle, but not. I don't want to see R.J. Harvey run the ball. My thing is,
you want to see some pass catching R.J. Harvey.
Yes, because what's been consistent.
I declare.
What's been consistent through the offseason has been Bo Nix and R.J. Harvey have missed on some open passes out of the pass game, including from joint practices or practice you hear, oh, R.J. Harvey was wide open, him and Bo just couldn't connect.
Oh, no! We suck again!
In the San Francisco game, in the San Francisco practice where they had a blitzer coming off the right, Bo Nix could have gotten R.J. Harvey the ball, but he just missed him, was wide open. And so I want to see R.J. Harvey catch the ball, and I want to see J.K. Dobbins run the ball as well.
Yeah, no, and I'm going to disagree slightly. I still want to see RJ run the ball. And I'm saying that. Michael Yost says, I'm nervous about targeting of wide receivers. I don't want plays just built around Sutton with check down routes. I want plays spread across our receivers. I don't want Sutton locked down and quick tosses too. I agree. It's probably still what we're going to see here in the preseason because Sean is not going to open up his whole playbook in the preseason. But once the season starts, you're going to see a whole mix of drag routes, out routes, crossing routes, just all kinds of different things, and that ball is going to be spread everywhere, man.
Well, here's a stat about Bo. Last year, Bo Nix passed the ball to 8 or plus different receivers 14 times.
Yep.
So that means that 14 out of 17 games, Bo Nix threw the ball to 8 or more receivers. So when Sean Payton says there's no wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, it's because Sean Payton's offense is whoever's open is the number one wide receiver. But for the Broncos, you have Courtland Sutton, who'll be the number one wide receiver, then everyone else is whoever can get open. And I think they're honestly going to feast on that because it's going to emerge, hey, whoever can get open gets the ball. And so that just gives you a chance to want to get open more. D-Rock says, honestly, I want to see better kicks from Crawshaw. I agree. I want to see some consistency with Crawshaw. Yeah. I definitely think this is the game to put it all together.
And I'm going to comment. I'm going to comment on that. I want to finish what I was saying real quick about R.J. Harvey real fast, and then I'll talk about Crawshaw. R.J. Harvey. Yes, I want to see some better pass catching out of him, but I also still want to see him put moving that ball on the ground a bit because I want to see that run up the middle because it's the outside zone scheme now. And the way the outside zone scheme is meant to be played is you make for the edge, but you keep your eyes open for a hole to open in the line, and if it opens, you take it, right? That's how you're supposed to play outside zone. He did that last week, and he made a hole out of he made a hole for him to run through out of a tiny crack. So I want to see more of that, only because I want to see that wasn't just a flash in the pan play last week, that was something that he can consistently do. I want to see that too. So yeah. I want to see both out of RJ Harvey today. Now to Crawshaw. Here's the one thing I want to remind everybody. He's a rookie. Okay. NFL pressure is way different than college pressure, no matter what position you're playing, even punter. And we know he's got the boot. We know he's got the foot because in practice, he was booting from the 20-yard line and putting it at the 10. Like, we know he can do it. He's just got to get a little more used to that the pressure that's coming at him because it is a lot more than it was for him in college. And you got to remember, too, he did, he spent most of his life playing rugby. So, football is not his first love, and it's not what he was, first used to. NFL is a totally different animal for every single position. So give our rookie a little time. But, man, I think once he puts it together, we're going to see some not only consistent, but just some like highlight reel level punts out of that kid. I really do believe that.
Yeah, and I think Broncos Country's gripe is just that, hey, we use a draft pick on him. Maybe we possibly could have got him undrafted. But we made that up in the Bailey trade. I definitely want to see, Bo Nix, the receivers, Crawshaw's definitely another one. I said the inside linebackers. Jalil's not playing, so it seems like we're going to get to see a little bit more Blake Watson and Tyler Bidet.
Can I ask you if they were to make cuts right now, who do you think makes running back 3? Because I know who I think it is.
Between. Well, is this assuming that Jalil McLaughlin isn't running back 3?
Yeah, go ahead and assume that.
So the competition is between
Bidet and Watson,
not including Bidet, Watson, and Jalil.
I mean, I guess you can include Audric in there, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree Audric Estime is not making this team.
So who's running back 4? So are you saying whoever is running back 3 is running back 4?
Fine, let me ask you this. Of the running backs left in the room, Jalil, Audric, Bidet, and Watson, if we carry 4 running backs, who are number 3 and 4? Who makes the team?
Okay, it's going to be Jalil and Bidet. Sean Payton likes Jalil, but I think he likes Bidet more than he likes Jalil. But he really likes Jalil. And Jalil actually did put on some muscle. Jalil he's got some size on him. But Bidet can pass catch, he can run, and he can pass block. So he really likes him. And I think that the goal over Sean Payton would probably be to put Bidet in Jalil's spot next year.
Oh God, here comes. Okay, we'll have to pull it up in a second. No, our buddy Yo says Jalil is 3. I disagree. Bidet is 3. Jalil is good, but he is a pretty well singular running back in terms of his skill set. He's got one thing he's good at, and you can put him in and he'll get you yards. That's what he's good at, is getting you some yards. But he can't pass block to save his life. And and so, but I truly think because Bidet is the better pass blocker, and he's a decent pass catcher and a good runner, he is our number 3 in my opinion.
I agree with Yost. I think Jalil is 3 due to tenure. I agree. I think that during the season, even though, Johnny, you consider him Bidet 3, Jalil's going to get more touches than Bidet in the season, I think, through tenure. But I do think this is Jalil's last year in Denver, because I think Bidet is going to take that spot. He's also a rookie, and he can just do more.
In the words of Steve Atwater, we'll see.
Jay says Mathis legacy game.
Oh, come on,
Jay. This Hall of Famer take his rightful place in Broncos lore. I'm calling it
Jay, go, bro.
If he has a 2 interception game, he's trade bait. So he's probably going to Miami or somewhere, and we'll probably get a 6th for him. So he's definitely trade bait. Shai says, what channel is the Broncos game? I have YouTube TV, NFL Plus. But I think if you're in, I have no idea.
In Denver, you should be able to catch it on Channel 9, I believe, on 9 News, because that's the official home of the Denver Broncos. Now, that being said, I can't say for sure, but I do know that if you have NFL Plus, you can watch it there. If it's out of market, if it's an out of market preseason game, and in market, obviously you can watch it on like YouTube TV, like you said, Isaiah, or on whatever cable provider you have. So. Isaiah, time check. We are 25 minutes from kickoff. Jay says he's not giving up his crusade because it is the last game for the Mathis
He's
fan.
He's the president of the Mathis fan club.
Yeah.
He's the president of the Mathis fan club. Yep, we got 25 minutes before kickoff. So what I want to do real quick is finish covering Yo said he's getting his pass today on YouTube TV.
Yeah, buddy.
What I want to do before that is cover a couple things on defense. So we talked about the running back competition. And then there's also a couple other competitions because of Bailey being traded. We don't know if Sean Payton wants to carry 5 wide receivers to bring 4 running backs, or if that's going to affect the defensive line competition. Because there's a competition right now between Jordan Jackson and Wazirike for that 6th defensive line spot. Only one of them is going to get a spot. And so we're in the competition. So maybe this running back room changes, the wide receiver room changes that. That's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
If I may, between Jordan Jackson and Uwazurike. Dude, honestly, I think it comes down to, I think it's going to be Jordan Jackson. And it's going to be by a narrow margin. But obviously, you have to consider the fact that Inyoma Uwazurike definitely, kind of crapped the bed early on in his career in terms of being suspended for an entire season for being a dumbass. And then, during the preseason, we've seen multiple hand to the face penalties and illegal hands to the face, and a few, I think one holding penalty on the guy. You haven't seen that much penalization against Jordan Jackson.
Johnny makes a very interesting case. My case would be, I think in regards to depth, I think we have better nose tackle depth than we do DN depth. So, for example, you have DJ Jones, and then you have Malcolm Roach behind him. And Uwazurike will be the third one. But on defensive end depth, you have Savion Jones. Malcolm Roach can play a little bit of defensive end, but I think Jordan Jackson being the other defensive end that can rotate in would give that some equal depth. So I'd give the edge to Jordan Jackson.
Yep.
And if that's the case, and he's not going to make past the wire, he's going to play for another team, which is good. I'm glad he's going to get some playing time. But we talked about on defense the inside linebackers. We talked about the defensive line, battle. Well, the last one I'll talk about on defense before we move to our next segment is
quick question from Yost that I want to answer, if that's all right. He says, I haven't been paying very close attention, but just floating a thought with Micah trying to leave Dallas. Could he possibly be a player our front office floats an offer to? I wouldn't say. I don't see that happening. He wants too damn much. The Cowboys don't want too damn much for him. It's too much, man.
I don't think it's about money, but I think it would stunt our depth.
Yeah.
And
our future depth too, not just the depth right now. He would stunt our ability to bring in good depth in the future because of the size of contract he will garner.
Truthfully, we don't need him.
We don't.
This past year, Garrett Wilson was my trade candidate. Do you know who my dream trade? Do you know who my current dream trade is for next year?
Johnny Baki.
Before we finish, this defense. No, my dream trade candidate for next year. You guess, right? I want you to guess. You're not going to get it.
No, I'm not going to get it. Just send it. Dude, just send it. Just send it.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you a hint then.
Oh, for F's sake. Come on. Just send it.
I'll give you a hint. It's not defense. It's on offense. The players in the AFC. So I'm narrowing it down.
Dude, just say it, dude. We got to get to some segments before kickoff.
We got time, and they play offensive line. I'm giving the game away, Johnny.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Quentin
just
Nelson.
Send it. Okay. I could get on board with Quentin Nelson
He was complaining about how he's sick of the quarterback carousel. And he wants a stable franchise quarterback, and he's also an all-pro left guard. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Ben Powers is out the door, all-pro left guard on the opposite side, all-pro right guard Quinn Miners. That is who my dream trade
Q and Q, the dual Qs. That'd be pretty sick, bro. That would be pretty sick. It'd be, oh my god.
Oh, noises!
Quentin and Quinn, we have the best interior offensive line in the NFL. It'd be just monstrous. That's a Sean Payton move. That would be, oh man, he can pull it off. Hey, all I'm saying is don't get me started. But as I was saying before, my last one I really want to look forward to on the defensive side, we're going to move to our next segment, is Johnny Barron. I really want to see Johnny Barron play because last game he definitely had some. He's an excellent tackler. He's a really good tackler. He closes the ball. He closes. On the ball very, very fast. You can see that 4.3 speed, that 10-yard split when someone catches the ball. He closes quickly. So his confidence was built last week.
Yep.
I want to see him take that next step today. I want to see him really go out there, play confident from beginning to end, excuse me, I haven't seen any pass breakups. I haven't seen him really around the ball close in the area on any passes. I want to see him be a nuisance now. That's the last thing I want to see on defense. What do you think about that, Johnny?
Dude, I'd love it. I mean, getting to see our number one pick in this draft come out there, show up, show out, and show why we drafted him. Because when we were watching that draft, dude, all of Broncos country was shocked when we went Jahdae Barron, not because of his talent, but because we were, the entire offseason, we were like, the one position we're not going to draft in the first round would definitely be cornerback, and we were all sitting there with Omarion Hampton's on the board he was, wasn't he?
Yep, Jihad Campbell was on the board because I wanted Jihad Campbell.
That's right. You remember live on that draft mega show, I was screaming. I'm like, Jihad Campbell's still on the board. You better be running to that podium with that pick. And then all of a sudden they're like, Jahdae Barron. We're like, what? Now, granted, we all started to fall in love with it after the fact because we started realizing what we got, and that's why we got him. Now I want to see him live up to that.
Yeah, now's the time. Let's get some confidence rolling to the season. So I want to see the offense go out there and score first drive, get a good drive, run the ball, healthy run, healthy pass. I mean, if it's a quick drive, go out there and get two. If you want something, put you up for two, get two scoring touchdown drives. And then defense, I just want to see dominance. I want to see Dre Greenlaw. I want to see those inside linebackers. I want to see the difference. Show me why you were brought in. The communication and all that other stuff.
I got this one by Yost real quick. This is a question in regards to our fantasy league. For those that have joined us in that, are we drafting live on the channel? Not as of now. We've never done that before. It is an intriguing possibility. I don't know how many people would still want to sit and watch a bunch of dudes draft players in a fantasy football league, but it's something that we can it's something I can put out to the network to see who would be down with that, who would want to do that, if it garners enough interest, maybe that's what we do. So segment time, bro. It's time. We've got 17 minutes to kick off. Let's go.
All right, guys. So it's Saturday. I know it's still a little bit early where y'all at, but sometimes you're off work, and maybe you have time to cook something up for the third preseason Broncos game. Or maybe you decide to order something in, or maybe you're having leftovers. Whatever it is, we definitely want to hear what it is, and it's one of our favorite segments. And when we get back, Johnny's going to kick us off our segment of Mile High Man.
I know we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this. I know we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this.
Mile High Menu, baby. Mile High Menu. I'm hungry. I know everybody knows me. I'm a big guy. I like my food. And I always starve myself on game day until it's game time so that I can have a good meal. Now, what I'm doing today, I might get some flack from my Hispanic friends out there, but I have a recipe that I make. It's so simple. It takes 5 minutes to prep, and it makes one heck of a meal. I take a bag of El Monterey frozen burritos, whatever flavor I want. In this case, it's the beef and cheese burritos, right? Or the beef and bean burritos. I lay them out in a casserole dish. I take a whole can of green enchilada sauce. I soak them down, whole can in there. Then on top of that, I throw a whole layer of cheese. On top of that, I put hot, spicy pico de gallo and some chopped green chilies. I put that in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes. I pull it out. Layer of lettuce over the top of that, and then I crumble up some tortilla chips over the top of that, man. Scoop out the burritos, put them on a plate, and then a dollop of daisy, sour cream, some freaking guacamole on the side, and you just and then eat it with a fork, man. And it is so freaking delicious for being all made from bags. It is an awesome game day food. Quick and easy to make, and I'm so excited to do it. I love making that recipe.
And guys, that's why Johnny went first. You see why Johnny went first? Yeah, because I know Johnny was going to come in with some absolute descriptive gourmet food that he was making. So I wanted him to start you guys off first, so that way I could be the disappointment after. You know what? Oh, I just thought about it. What I am going to get, I didn't cook anything, but Sean did make some good chicken. So there's a few pieces of that. I'll probably take that to work. But I think I'm gonna go to Little. Now, Little Caesars has these excellent.
Puffs.
Yes,
The
they're
puffs.
pepperoni cheesy puffs. Oh my goodness, those things are incredible. And I was telling people, I was like, Little Caesars is in business because they kept their pizza relatively cheap, but they also have a rotation of different things they add to keep to it. So they have cheesy puffs, and then they'll just keep adding stuff. Those things are out of this world. My goodness. It's the right amount of cheese to pepperoni to bread. Those are just fantastic. And so now I'm starving to death, and as soon as we're getting out of here, I want to get those. And I'm going to try one day. I'm going to try and make some of those. They're not going to be nearly as good as those series.
We got D-Rock tossing in his. This might be, I don't know if this is an LA thing. He says a Leon Phelps fish sandwich with waffle and hush puppies, with like waffle fries and hush puppies. Is that an LA thing, Isaiah? Leon Phelps?
I don't know. LA is a huge city, so it's probably somewhere in LA.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but dude, I do love a good fish sandwich. Waffle fries are off the chain, but they're the best waffle fries are the sweet potato waffle fries. Just saying, you can't go wrong with hush puppies.
Hey, what kind of fish? That's what I want. It was a catfish,
whitefish, freaking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just let us know
anyway,
what
that. Rob's coming in. Meat Lovers Pizza and wings.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh, so great. Oh, that sounds good too.
Michael Yost giving me a little shout out there. Says on game day I learned from the best. Homemade wings with homemade fries. Well, I did homemade wings last week, so I decided to mix it up this week.
Yep, Johnny did make homemade. He used to make homemade buffalo wings, and then he used to make so many of them. And at the end of the night, he put them in Ziploc bags and sent us out the door. So that way you
and Isaiah, tell everyone just real quick. You gotta tell everyone that my sauce is the best thing you've ever had.
First off, pause. Second off, yes, Johnny makes great buffalo sauce. And it's good. It's good. I make my buffalo sauce like Johnny does. D-Rock says, hello, it's from the ladies' men. It's cod. Ooh, a codfish sandwich. Bronco Rob says, love you, boys. We love you too, Bronco Rob. Stop clicking.
You stop clicking.
And those things for days and breaks. Exactly. You're in the Ziploc bag. And so afterwards, the next day, you just put them in the microwave and you had wings. You're like, okay.
There'd be what, three of us hanging out for the game, and I'd make like 5-6 pounds of
like 5 pounds, like 5 pounds of wings. And then come out and like plates with little ranch. But Johnny eats slow, so Johnny never smashes his wings. He eats his wings like whatever. Anyway, he's weird. But yeah, those were good. So that's going to conclude the Mile High menu segment. I'm not going to click on the the video again, but I am going to transition to the next one because I have it pulled up here.
Okay.
And then before we close out, Johnny, you are going to close us out with the final video.
You got it. Shy Vargas getting us shiped.
Get shiped. Bow! Like getting sniped or getting hyped.
Get shiped.
So, guys, we're going to check out, even though it's preseason, just going to see where they think our depth is. Kind of gets the idea of how good people think our depth is. And so now we're going to go to our next segment, and this is KB82's favorite song in the whole world. He told us himself. Now moving on to our next segment, You Wanna Be.
Money line, I'ma run it every time. Give me mine, going up, need no decline. Money line, I'ma run it.
KB82, love you, bud. All right, guys. So right now for the Broncos versus the Saints, even though in preseason the Broncos are projected at -3, so we are predicted to win. The spread is -3, so we're predicted to win by 3. and the over-under is 38.5 points. So, Johnny, I guess you started off Mile High Menu. So then I'm going to start us off on you on a bet. So obviously, I would take the spread at -3, and that's a -10 odds, -110 odds, and 38.5. Let's see. The first game we won 30-9, so that's 39. The second game we won 27-7, so that's 34. So in between 39 and 34, I'm pretty sure 38.5 is the average. Man. No, I'm taking the over. Oh, wait, hold on.
Chop, but we got to go.
I'm going to take the under. I'm going to take the under. So I'm going to say under 38.5 points, and I'd say the final score would be 24-10.
Okay. All right. Well, Broncos cover the spread. Broncos win. I'm gonna take the over. I'm gonna take the over. Yep. I'm gonna say 24-17. Broncos.
Close game.
Closer than we like, but I just think the Saints backups are going to be doing the same thing the Broncos backups are doing everything they can to save their jobs. They're not going to leave anything on the field. I really believe, I'm going to go 24-17. 24-17.
I think maybe they start catching up with Sam Ellinger in the third string.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
I see where your head's at. Bronco Robinson, 37 Broncos, so he would take the under as well. Yo says I take the under, final 21-13 Broncos dub. So we all win, go 3-0 for the preseason. But a little bit closer, like you, Johnny, a little bit further away, what Rob and I said.
Yep.
So that's pretty interesting. All right, Johnny, go ahead and close out with this final segment because we got to get motivated.
Yeah, we do. It's time. Look, it is time right now for us to get super hyped. But because of our dear buddy, our good friend, a member of the Orange and Blue Network, Shy Vargas, we're not just going to get hyped, man. We're going to get Shyped for this Broncos Saints matchup. Let's go get Shyped.
Let's go, Broncos. Tomorrow we got a big game. Let's see. I want to see what Pat Bynum can do. We're going to beat the Saints tomorrow. We're going to whoop them Saints. We're going to shut down Vader. Devon Vader, what he did, he left us because he didn't want to get paid. You know what? We could put him down on the schedule because we got Pat Bryant. George Jackson, I think he's making the team. Bo Nix gonna do better. I want to see some stars. What they do, we coming for them Saints. 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 We taking this best back. We beating up Tennessee in the next few weeks. We taking this division back from K-Code. We taking this division back from KC. They don't have a shot against us. We taking this crap back. This is our year. We gonna bring it back. Bring this. Bring what these are. We are calling to do. Sean Payton got this team ready. Sean Payton got this team organized. We coming back to the rest. We going to take the rest back. We going. This is the throwback Brad Dawson, the one best hitter used to play for us. We're coming back. We're coming. Don't worry. We coming. The best hitter we have since the best hitter, Brian Dawson. We coming. Us back there. See this logo? You know the vibe. You know the logo. You know the vibe. You know the logo. You know the logo. We coming beat them Saints tomorrow. I'm not playing. I'm so tired of Raider Ben. I'm so tired of KC. I'm so tired of Raider Ben talk crap about my Broncos. We coming to take the division back. I'm gonna tell you one more time. To Kansas City fans, Chargers fans, the Raiders fans, watch out. We're coming to take the division back. We coming.
Woo!
We coming.
Woo! Guys, we are
this is
hyped, ready to go. Ready to
Love
go. We're coming to take the division back, as Shy said, and that is going to start today against the Saints and conclude today against the Saints. Hopefully, we come out with a win, a good performance. Broncos Country's happy, Sean Payton's happy, and we can keep that going into the regular season. But, guys, we're going to let you guys go. We're going to go watch the game. And, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and subscribe to all our channels, including YouTube, on Twitter and Facebook, and anywhere you listen to your
Especially YouTube.
podcast. Don't forget, we have the Bo Nix jersey giveaway at subscriber 539. So, guys, we're about 140 subscribers away. So, we are looking to you, the fans, to make sure that we get there, because then we will reward you for the Bo Nix jersey giveaway, and it's only going to increase from there as the subscribers increase. So will the giveaway. So make sure you are subscribed there at Orange and Blue Network. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, because after the game, you were going to have the Buck Your Feelings postgame show with Johnny and Jay, the Mile High Bike and the Denver Dream. I won't be there because I'll be at work. But you're going to want to hit the notification bell so you guys can know when we go live. Don't forget, starting Monday, back over again, Orange and Blue Blitz in the afternoon, and Broncos Bros at 7 p.m. as well. But you guys aren't going to want to miss that. So you're going to want to hit the notification bell. So, Johnny, what we want to do is, before we leave, where is that border that I want to put up? Where'd the border go? It disappeared. There we go. All right.
Yeah. There we go.
Got it right there. And so before we get out of here, we got to do the same conclusion that we always do. Like Shy said, New Orleans and your Saints fans, Sean Payton is coming back. So guess what? Today, you're going to get bucked. Get bucked. So, guys, we appreciate you guys. We love you all. Mile High salute. We're going to see you after the game with Johnny and Jay. Broncos, let's